Chaudhary, who is a associate professor in Department of Textile Technology, NIT Jalandhar, and presently head of Textile Technology Department. He is having experience of 23 years in teaching and 3 years of industrial experience. He is having 2 patents also, and with this, he is having more than 50 publications in international and national journals and 2 book chapters, including 60 conference proceedings. His field of interest is filtration, apparel engineering, and garment technology, swing threads, and many more. So I welcome Dr. A.K. Chaudhary, sir. Sir, over to you. You may present your topic on principle of fashion design. Hope we all
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Shamridhi, for information about me. I am Dr. A.K. Chaudhary, working as associate professor. I am audible to all of you?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I am Dr. A.K. Chaudhary, working in the Department of Textile Technology since 26 years. So just I am going to discuss the topics given to me by coordinator, that is the principles of design. So principle of designs means principle of textile designs, that is the part of principle of fashion design. So fashion technology or fashion science or fashion area of the fashion that just covered the also this textile parts, because the ingredients for the fashion, one of the ingredients for the fashion, that is the textile raw materials like fabrics, and fabric is having the different weaves and different texture and different looks and different color patterns, etc. So overall fashion in this world is everywhere, and it is different at different places where we go, because every person has his own taste of fashion. So when we think of the fashion, the first word that comes to our mind is textiles. And if we talk about our India, and in India, then it is our country where there is a tradition along with the variety of culture in the north, in the south, and in each and every state is having the own culture, especially culture in terms of the textiles, different motifs, different brocades, different saris, different textile material they are using in different states. So overall, in context of India, and also overall in context of the world, the culture plays an important role in shaping the fashion. So our country, like India, represents different colors of changing cultures and traditions. So here the fashion play a very important role in the life of the human beings. And day by day the fashion become a means hot cake for the everyone wanted to just to become a different from the different person in terms of the fashion, in terms of the cloth, in terms of the all the gadgets, either headgears, either shoes, either wristwatch, either in terms of this mobile, either in terms of this laptop. So all person are just interested for just having a certain range of this means views, and certain range of this different views than the other persons. So this is the importance of the fashion in present scenario in the life. So overall, the importance of either fashion design or textile design is very significant, especially at this moment, and especially for our youth. So textile design or a fashion design is a art of applying design, aesthetics, clothing construction, and natural beauty to clothing and its accessories. So accessories means includes all the gadgets, all the other things of the human being beard at the time of the moment of the time. So it is influenced by our culture and different trends, and thus and has varied over the time and places. So fashion is not a constant, so that's why the fashion is called self-evolving. Each and every time the fashion is going to change with the time. So fashion is as old as recorded history and as new as the tomorrow. So now आज जो है वो कल नहीं होगा, कल tomorrow will be the new fashion. So it manifests itself not only in what people wear, but in what they eat, and the way they talk, and what they do, how they live, and the things as they use. So all in our all parts of the life, either in living, either in eating, either in every section of the society, fashion play very significant roles. So fashion can be defined as all of the prevailing styles followed by substantial groups of the people at a given time in a given place. So fashion touches many aspects of human living, and got influenced by the changing condition of the environment in which living takes place, so that the bring the changes in the fashion of the peoples. So there are so many factors influencing the factor of fashion, influence of environment, influence of economic status, disposable income, what they want to spend on the fashion, and also the other social factor also given an influence on the fashions. So especially, so now come on the textile material. Textile material are the main component of the fashion industries, and almost all the garments, apparels, they made by the textile materials, and 80 to 90% contributed by the textile materials. So textile materials are among the oldest materials known to the human world, and fabrics made from the different fibers like a cotton, wool, linen, and silk, and have been used from prehistoric times for the apparel and household articles, and also for fishing and hunting nets, ropes, sails for the ships, etc. So we'll find the different usage of the textile materials in the other profession of the life. So to these list of the natural fibers like a cotton, silk, wool, jute fibers, the last century saw the addition of synthetic fibers, and over the time at this present moment there are so many type of synthetic fibers are using in the industries, and day by day new innovation is happened in the area of fiber productions with the additional comforts, with the additional properties of the fibers, and that properties is exploited in the garments, in terms of the garments, for providing more comfort to the users. So the basic materials and their properties, especially knowledge of the basic textile materials and their properties, which make the selection suitable selection for the specific end usage of the apparels and their appropriate care and maintenance. So we must have an idea about the five properties of the fiber, influence of the properties of fiber, especially on the comfort given by the apparels. So significance of clothing and apparels in terms of the social, psychological, and economic aspect. This is the one important aspects of this, and geographical, cultural, and religious needs, and age and physical growth of the person. And this is a purely aesthetic or decorative aspects of the fashions. So material is important, and the main material, raw material is the fabrics, and fabrics that depends on the construction of the yarn, technology of the yarn, and especially on the properties of the fibers. So now come on what is the significance of the design? That is the new and addition of the new and new design, addition of the new and innovation of the new and new designs that given a support for the product development, and new product development in the area of apparels or in the area of garments, that given a support for the industries, for the upcoming market of the industries. And fashion designer, the role of the fashion designer, the work of the fashion designer is to just to develop a new products. So now come on the slides. So fashion design is a form of the art dedicated to the creation of the clothing and other lifestyle accessories. Fashion is the term that usually applies to the prevailing mode of expression, but quite often applies to the personal mode of expression, and that may or may not apply to all. And inherent in the term is the idea that the mode will change more quickly than the culture as a whole. So the terms fashionable and unfashionable are employed to describe whether someone or something fits in with the current popular mode of the expression. So fashion is a way of expression, and the peoples are also saying that without means talking, without communicating any words, you can express yourself through the fashion, through the garment, through your sense of the fashion, through your clothes. The term fashion is frequently used in the positive sense as a synonym for the glamour and styles. So now a time at this moment, the fashion is used for the glamour, for the style, in this sense, the fashion are a sort of communal art through which a culture examines its notion for beauty and godness. So who invented it? The first fashion designer who was more than the simple semester was Charles Frederick Worth in the 19th century. They just started thinking towards the fashion. What is the fashion? How the fashion can be developed. And before he set up his fashion design houses in Paris, and everybody knows this Paris is known for the fashion center of the world. Clothing was made by the enormous dressmakers, and fashion standards were derived from the styles worn by the royalty. So it was initially it was associated with the royal families and royal peoples. So Worth was the first designer to actually dictate to his customer what to wear rather than following their demands. So that is important. The initially the some people, the some designers, they motivated to the customers for just to changing the fashion, just to given us some ideas, some ideas and some motivation for changing the fashion. And what would be they wear for their when protect wind materials. So that depends on the fashion. So fashion day by day and over the time, fashion become a part of the life, and there's so many designers coming up in the markets, and they just to develop the new and new designs. So fashion houses become so famous that popular were able to attach a face and name to design when they knew they were from the house of Worth. So this was the beginning of the tradition to have a designer of a house not only create clothing but also represent the symbol of the brands. And at this moment, the fashion become a brand. Your status, your everything depends on your brand. What brand you just wear by the peoples. So in the society, there are a competition for I am just wearing this brand, you are wearing this brand, my brand is more superior than your brand. So this is the psychology behind the fashions. So here you can see the materials. Here you can see the textile materials in the stock room, in inventory room, and this is the mannequins. Through with the help of this mannequins, we are just doing the design, fashion design work of the designings. Here you can see the just inner view of the fashion studios. So fashion design terms. So fashion designer conceives the garment combination of line, proportion, color, and texture. So everybody knows this, what is line, proportion, color, and textures. I will also discuss in later on slides in detail about this, all the ingredients of the all the ingredients like line, proportion, color, and texture. He or she may or not know how to sew or make patterns. So formal training is always essential. Most fashion designers are formally trained now a time and schooled. So everybody knows this in India in a century of this 80s, the just 80s, 1980s, the government of India just opened this National Institute of Fashion Technology at the Delhi, and that institute become a very popular among, especially among the young generations, and they given a motivation to the all the industries, apparel sector, apparel based industries, for just to adopting the new and new design. And at the same time, government of India just opened another PSU undertakings, that is called this FDCI, Fashion Design Council of India, for just given a motivation to the new youngster, and also they given a motivation for the opting a career in a fashion design as a fashion designer. So pattern maker draft the shapes and size of the garment. This is the initial process of the garment pieces with the paper on the brown paper and measuring tools, and with sometimes, and they are also using the AutoCAD computer software programs. So now the time everybody knows that there are so many AutoCAD, computer CAD CAM available in the fashion industries, and they are also by draping the muslin on the dress forms with the help of my mannequins. So initially the designer, they just use the mannequins, and they use also this softwares for developing the certain design, developing the certain layouts. They select and also at the same time they are selecting the different fabrics, and they are just looking on the mannequins what would be the view, what would be the overall aesthetics, what would be the silhouettes of the garments or of the apparels. So anyway, tailor makes custom design garments. Everybody knows initially the market, gray market, that depends on the tailors. The tailor, they just to take in the size of the human body, measurement of the human body, and you are just given a fabric on your taste, on your taste to the tailor, and tailor made garments. So this is called the custom designed garments and made to the client measurements based on the measurement of the clients. And textile designer fabric weaves and prints for the cloth and furnishing, and most textile designer Most textile designers are formally trained as apprentice and in schools. So now everybody knows this, the formal training, formal education, formal means internship, all are provided by the industry or all are provided by the institutions for making, in order to make a good quality of this fashion designer and work of the fashion design, role of the fashion design, given a motivation to the industries and government also given a support for the export of made up garment to the international markets, and all which depends on the new and innovative product and this new and innovative products that is the outcome of this fashion designer. So I am audible to all of you. I am audible to all of
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
So a stylist is the person who coordinates the clothes, jewelry, and accessories used in the fashion photography and catwalk presentation of the cloth collection. A stylist also is a designer whose designs are based upon extant things, trends, and the collection of the other designs. So a stylist person means who have a good knowledge of jewelry and accessories. Accessories means shoes and wristwatches. And now time you can also say about the mobile and laptop. All these the part of now become a part of the fashion. And all they are called the fashion accessories. So accordingly, all the NIP, they also run a course on the jewelry designing, accessories designing, and other than the fashion designings. So buyer order stocks of the cloth for the shop, chain stores, and other types of stores. Most fashion buyers are trained in the business studies. So now everybody knows this in our time. And NIPT is also running a course, this MFT, based on the fashion business. So, and illustrated draws and paints the cloth for commercial usage. So now also the some paint work on the fabrics, some print work on the fabrics on the cloths, and all these are the commercially used in the fashion industries. And the designer, they just fuse the old traditional motifs, traditional design of the India, like a kalamkari, like a patchwork of the Gujarat, and also chicken curry of the Lucknow, with the modern fashion, with the computer aided fashions, and this is called the fusion fashions. And now this fusion fashion become a high demand for the international consumers, customers. So model beer and display the cloth at fashion show, and are also in the photographs in the fashion journals. So everybody knows this fashion show and all other related fashion communication is done by the fashion houses, done by the institution, and done by the exporters, for just in order to enhance the sense of the fashion, in order to enhance the communication of the fashion, and in order to enhance the communication of all the upcoming product to the market. So normally now the one area is also emerging, and that is called fashion journalist, and they write say articles on the fashion articles, describing the garment presented, the quality of the fashion, and manufacture of the fashion in the magazines and newspaper. And through this this fashion articles, the new customers, they are added day by day. So now the communication, fashion communication, that is the way of either print media or either way of this paper print media or televisions or this जो भी है इस तरह के जितने भी there are so many way of this fashion communication, like a print media, like a TV channels, like this fashion show, or like this exhibition, like this so all this play a role for communicating the fashion from manufacturer, from the house of manufacturer, from the room of designer to the consumers. So anyway, especially alteration specialist, that is called alterationist, adjust the fit of the completed garments, and usually ready to wear RTW, ready to wear garments, and sometimes restyles them. So despite tailor alters the garment to fit the client, not all alteration are the tailors. So wardrobe consultant or fashion advisor recommends styles and colors that are flattering to the client, and photographer photographs the cloth on fashion models for use in the magazine, newspaper, or also for the advertisements. So these are the way of this fashion communication, and different print media having a different influence, target consumers, and other TV channels are the different target consumers, and they are also given an advertisement with the help of celebrity. And everybody knows this, especially in India and also in the world, what is the influence of celebrity on the consumers. So all these are the way of this communication of the fashion, and each and every industry wanted to just to change, try to change the fashion day by day, and they are just to given a new product in the market. So here you can see the some view of the fashions. So here is the fashion flow charts. Initially the basic thing, that is the fibers, either a natural fiber or synthetic fibers, raw material supplier, research facilities, fiber marketing companies, fiber mills, etc. And they are given this support services and manufacturing. Here you can see the process flow. So all these are given to transfer to this as a raw material to the yarn manufacturer, then the fabric manufacturer, then the fabric goes to the garment manufacturer, and garment they are taking an idea from the fashion designer. Fashion designer already develop a product, prototype samples of the fashions, and on the basis of that fashion, the garment manufacturer, they made the product, and ultimately all these products are supplied to the market through the retailer, through the shop, through the mail order. These are the way of this, and ultimately all the product, fashion product, reaches to consumers. So now come on the basic part of our presentation, that is the principle of design. So elements and principle of design, there are two parts. One is the elements. What are the elements of the designing? So elements of the designing are this line, shape, form, shape, space, not shape, space, value, texture, and color. These are called elements of design, basic of the design, and these are considered to be the grammar of the arts. So not grammar of the arts. And what are the principle of designing? And that is the unity, variety, balance, contrast, emphasis, pattern, proportion, movement, and rhythms. So unity means the unity of all the patterns. Variety means just to using the different varieties of color, different varieties of texture in your garment as a whole. Balance must having a certain balance between the different color, different texture to be used in the garment. Contrast given us just wider attraction just to get the attraction from the consumers eyes. Emphasis, what is the emphasis of your product, and patterns, proportions, movement, and rhythms. So all these are the rules of the grammar, fashion grammars, and they form the guidelines that artists follow when they combine the various elements of the designs. And as you so anyway, in coming slides, we will discuss in detail about the designs, elements of design, and principle of designs. So just to see these photographs, and what are your observations on these diagrams? That is the one flower, and in the back side of the flower there is a leaves, green leaves. So what elements do you see used in this image?
The one is pattern is there. Texture.
Yes. So there is a color. There is a color, red and green. Two colors are using. Shape, the outlines of the flowers and the leaves. Outlines of the flowers, and this is the leaves. Outlines of the leaves. Outlines of the leaves. The line. So this is the shape indication. This is the color indication. Color ingredient. Sorry, color. This is the shape. Shape out the shape. This is the shape out the line, and this is the texture. A smooth petals. That is the texture of the flower, and furry leaves means texture of the leaves and texture of the flower. This whole them say about the texture of this whole image. This is the line effect, shape effect, and color effects. So you are the correct, means you are just observing the four factors from this one simple image. Here you can see also the different images. This is the one high-rise building. Another is a pleated scarf. That is one of the product of the textiles. And here you can see this is a flying bird. So number of birds, direction of birds, arrangement of birds, and their movement of the birds. So anyway, so if you shade the unity, pattern, and proportion, here you can see the unity and patterns. What are the pattern to be used, and the proportions. Proportion of the sizes of the window, sizes of the floor, and the distance between the two plates. So whole this is the part of this design of the building. Here you can see also the pattern, unity, and contrast in textile product. And here you can see the movement and rhythm. This is the rhythm of all the birds. They just to fly all together in a synchronized position, synchronized style. And this is called the movement, and all are in the movement. And each and every moment of the movement, they follow all these patterns, this movement and patterns, movement, because this certain pattern, this certain rhythms. So elements of design, the elements of design create every object around us. Nothing can exist without these ingredients, elements of designs. जो भी हम देख रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं all object around us having elements of designs, and nothing can exist without these ingredients. And discipline of learning the power of these elements and formatting them within the principle of design is the responsibility of the designer. How the designer they use all these elements, this is a question, this is a task. Everybody knows the only 7 modes, 7 tunes of the music. 7 sur hota hai, but on the basis of 7 sur, the musician, they made 1,000 and 1,000 of the songs. Only the combination of, only the what proportion of the one tune notes. So कैसे वो use designer, जितने भी composer है, especially music composer, they are using the basic 7 surs, 7 notes. And on the basis of these 7 notes, they made 1,000 and 1,000 songs. So accordingly, and in the same manner, the fashion designer, they are using only these 4 or 5 elements. On the basis of all these 5 elements and ingredients, they made a lot, million and million of designs, million and million of designs. So this is the skill of the designer. This is the knowledge of the designer. This is the vision of the designer. This is the training of the designer. How they use all the colors, how they use the different lines, how they use the different shape, how they use the color, how they use the form, silhouettes, texture. So texture is the part of materials. Texture is the surface texture, surface nap of the material. So I will discuss in detail about silhouette. Silhouette is the overall outer line of the garments on the human body. And this is the view of the human body. This is the silhouette. Here you can see the silhouettes. This is the forms, 3D forms. So here you can see the point, line, and shape and forms. This is the elements of the design. And the texture, color, value, and space. So shape, here you can see the shape, and this is the forms. Circle is the shape, and ball is the forms. Circle is a shape. If गोला अगर खींचते हैं circle, तो the circle is a shape, and ball is the form. Here is not given a shape of the ball, but I would like to say कि circle is the shape and ball is the forms. So here you can see the texture. Texture is the just surface nap, surface pattern, surface views of the materials. Or normally the texture means the texture of the fabrics, and this is the combination of the color, and this is the value. Here you can see the values, intensity, and intensity of the color increases from left to right, right to left. And there is a combination of space. This is the space, blank space, white space, and also the colors. So for the designer, human body, skin of the color is also the space. How they use the human skin in the fashion, in the garments for the good look, for the good appearance. So skin, body skin, the consumer skin is also part of your design. How you given a proportion of human skin in the garments. So texture is the sensory impression of the sight and touch, and it refers to the tactile and visual qualities of the materials. And each material has a distinctive textures, whether textile or other materials. Texture can be described in the terms of how it looks: shiny, dull, opaque, dense, transparent, translucent, and glossy. So all these are the expression of the textures, and how it behaves. Hands, limbs, steep, sticking out, clinging, and you can say also this is the handle. Handle means the view, means interaction of the human being with the surface of the fabric, texture of the fabrics. So how it feels: soft, crisp, harsh, smooth, rough. So one is the view, another is the handle. One is the view means like a shiny, dull, opaque, dense, transparent, translucent, glossy. So all these are the expression of the texture. All these are the way of expression of the textures. So this texture, especially the fabric texture or fabric design. That depends on the content of the fibers. Means fiber will be the more smoother, fiber will be the more finer, the surface will be the more glossy, that surface will be more smooth. So either fiber of the natural type or man-made type, so its length, its fineness, and its surface characteristics. Means surface characteristics means smoothness of the fibers, roughness of the fibers, surface contour of the fibers, all will play a role for texture. So yarn processing and yarn type. So there are so many type of yarn technology and manufacturing of yarn: ring spinning yarns, rotor yarns, air jet yarns, friction spinning yarns. So textile technologists having an idea about the different methodology to be used in the industry for producing the different yarns. A different quality of yarn, different texture of the yarn, different properties of the yarns, that can be controlled, that can be manufactured by different methodology of the yarns. So characteristic and surface behavior of the yarns of the ring spin, that is different than the rotor spinning yarns, rotor spun yarns, and other yarns. So applying of the yarn, doubling of the yarn, also given a modification to the structure of the yarns. And all this structure, all this ply doubling, and all every means manufacturing way of these yarns given an impact on the physical characteristic of the yarn, and that physical characteristic of the yarn expressed in the fabrics. So again, come on the fabric construction technique. So everybody knows the fabric manufactured by the process of weaving. And weaving, there are so many type of technology of the weaving processes. Knitting, felting, braiding, lace making, these are the way of the manufacturing of the fabrics. And all, either knitted fabrics or woven fabrics, they are mostly used in the industry, used in the apparel sector for the garments. So lace making and braiding and felting is basically the way of this non-woven materials, and this non-woven material used in the layer garments, especially in the coat or especially in the jackets. So anyway, braiding and lace making based fabrics may be used as the accessories in the garments, for the supporting material, for the line material, as a tape. So everybody knows this accessories, certain supporting accessories are used in the garments in order to enhance the performance of the garments. So overall, all the garments made 80 to 90% contribution given by the fabric material, textile material, means fibrous materials. Another part of this fabric to be used for the industry, for the garment industries, and that is the finishing. What type of finishing are given to your fabrics? So in the market, there are so many types of finishes available for the smooth fabrics, for the anti-flame finishes, for the different type of finishes are available in the markets. And as per the requirement of the consumer, as per the requirement of the comfort properties, we just select the finishes. So here is then these finishes: stiffening, especially starching, sizing, and gumming. These are related to the sizing, means just to removal of the gums of the, especially in the case of the cotton-based fabrics. Ironing, that given a certain form of the fabric, just to remove all the wrinkles and given a shape of the fabrics. Calendering and tentering, napping and fulling, these are the fabric finishes given during the manufacturing of the fabrics, and especially in manufacturing of the fabric. And surface ornamentation of the fabric, that is done by this tufting. Here everybody knows this carpet, hand carpet is made by the tufting, and nap and surface and motifs of that carpet is created by the way of this tufting. Flock printing, embroidery, and stitch effects. Everybody knows this, textile professionals, especially fashion professional, knows this role of this embroidery, how with the help of embroidery, how with the help of design, good design develop with the help of embroidery work on the fabrics, and that the garments thus enhance in terms of the more values. So value addition done on the garments with the help of this embroidery work, stitch effects. So in Kashmiri shawls or Kashmiri stitching work is also famous especially in the India. So the main purpose of texture in dress design is to create the interest and to enhance the desirable features of the persons. A texture used should have a pleasing relationship to each other to achieve the harmony. In dress, the texture used should be appropriate to figure, personal characteristics, silhouettes, or to form the costume, and also on the occasions. So what would be the taxer to be used for the any particular garments? That depends on designer. What type of taxer is to be required for that particular quality of the product. So here you can see the different taxer of the fabrics. This is the check effect. This is the surface effect with the help of this twill weaves. So textile weaves, textile surface taxers is created by these textile weaves, and everybody knows this, especially in the textiles. We just taught one course on this fabric structures, and fabric structure that covers the way of this manufacturing of the fabric with the help of different warp and weft, and through different warp and weft, we are just able to produce the different texture on the fabrics. And we are using a different weaves, twill weaves, plain weaves, satin weaves, basket weaves. There are so many weaves. And according to the weaves, we just taken and given a plan on the weaving machines. Accordingly, we did this drafting and this movement of the sleigh and movement of the shades. And anyway, so these are the inner technology of this fabric manufacturing, and with the help of warp and weft, with the help of this weaving machine, we are able to produce a different textile weaves. So these are some popular weaves used in the industries, fabric industry, manufacturing of the fabric: plain, Oxford, twill, herringbone, dobby, satin, velvet. Here you can see the different weaves with the help of warp and weft. So by changing the movement of this warp and weft, by changing the just design of the pig plants. So these are the terminology normally used in the fabric manufacturing. So in the weaving sector, the manufacturer, they are able to produce a different texture with the help of warp and weft. So come on, again the basic topics, and that is our principle of designs. So color, what is the role of color? Typically known as a hue. Hue means color. This word represents a specific color or light wavelength found in the color spectrum. So everybody knows this rainbow में different spectrum होता है, that is the color patterns. So here you can see the different color in the color spectrum, and that depends on the wavelength in the color spectrum, ranging circularly from red to yellow and green, blue, and back to red. So lines include the straight line, diagonal lines, and curved lines, and it is the basic element of the design and refers to a continuous movement of the points in a space. The edge of forms and shapes to create line element. So what is the influence of this line? How you can use the line, and what are the results of this line on the aesthetics? And taxer, again, we have already discussed this taxer. Here you can see the taxer. This is the 3D dimensional textures. How these piles, they just raised on the surface of the fabrics. Here you can see this is the 3D. Fabric is basically 2D, but in the some taxer, all the fabric become a 3D structure. So mass is the interchangeable with the volumes. Mass is a solid body. So movement, also known as a movement. So I have already discussed in the previous slide the movement, the rhythms. Space, the 2 or 3 dimensional element defined by other elements of the design. This is the space in between the two design. And type, also known as typography, and it is considered an element in graphic designs. Value, another word for the lightness and darkness of the area. Brightness measured in the relationship to the graded scale. So values, that this is the intensity of the color. This is the type. Is another way of this expression. And the space I've already discussed in previous slide what are the role of this space, and just in coming slide we will also discuss in detail about the space. So come on, the principle of fashion design. So the principle are the concept of fashion designing, and that every fashion designer must know before starting a career in fashion designing. They provide the basic foundation of the fashion designing before getting into them. So balance, proportion, emphasis. Balance is the balance between all the elements. Proportion, what would be the proportion of the ingredients, and emphasis, what is the focus of your product. Rhythms, rhythm means just to synchronization of the each and every part of the design, and harmony means how they look in the. So here you can see the proportion, the effect of the proportion, the effect of this balance. Rhythms and this the emphasis of design and this unity of the designs. So this is the some view of the product. This is the some view of the product. Balance. The elements of design converges to create a design or arrangement of the parts that appear to be the whole with the equilibrium. So this is the balance of the product. Here you can see the balance of the product in the garment, in the apparel, in the costumes. Balance is the concept of visual equilibrium and relates to our physical sense of balance. So all the physical senses means how we receive the design through our eyes to your brains. So it is the reconciliation of the opposing forces in the composition that results in visual stability, and the balance relate to the overall stability in the dress with the satisfactory arrangement of the parts and all the details. Well balanced dress produces the visual harmony. So balancing means balanced dress products that always given a good visual harmony. And balanced design of the fashion. Balanced design of the fashion is also divided into two ways, such as the symmetric balance and another is the asymmetric balance. So balance may be one of the symmetric balance and one be the an asymmetric balance. In the chair, we just to observe the two arms. So suppose the chair is having the one arms, that is called a symmetric balance, and suppose the chair is having the two arms, means the chair is balanced in terms of the two arms. So one arm balanced another arms. So here you can see the symmetrical balance. It is also known as a formal balance. Formal balance occurs when an object appears equal by repetition in the arrangement of the elements of design. Symmetrical balance application of the balance, for example, a straight hemline are the norms, but symmetrical balance can be effective too. So in the past several years, symmetrical necklines have achieved very popular because of this symmetrical balance. Here you can see the image. This image is a symmetrical balance. One side is more more enlarged, another side, another shoulder is just too empty, having no any just materials. So one shoulder is covered by the cloth and one shoulder is not covered by the cloth. Or all this product given an idea about this symmetrical balance. So called as informal balance. Informal balance occurs when an object appears unequal by the repetition in an arrangement of the elements of design. And a symmetrical balance is more complex and trickier to achieve than symmetrical balance. How you design a symmetrical balance, that is more complex than achieving the symmetrical balance. That is the very clear. You just to put one thing is right side and another thing is the left side. That will become the balance. But in an asymmetrical balance, that depends on your concept, that depends on your vision, that depends on your visualization, that depends on your sense कि कैसे आप उसको asymmetrical balance you develop on the human body. So for example, one shoulder, just I have already discussed. Emphasis means just to attraction, center of the product. How you give an emphasis on your product, how you give a certain dominance on your product. So this condition exists when an element or elements within the visual format contain a hierarchy of the visual importance. Emphasis is the concentration of the interest in the selected area of design, and usually designer will make one area stand out by contrasting it with the other area, just for the attraction, just for the emphasis, creating an emphasis of the product. The area could be different in size, color, texture, shape, etc. And common facts of the emphasis, such as emphasis using the value, either values of the colors in the light or dark, emphasis using the complementary colors, and atmospheric perspective. Example of emphasis and subordination in the work. Emphasis, here you can see the image. What is the emphasis? Emphasis just in the among all the black umbrella, we are using the red umbrella, and this attract the center point of the product, this whole image. So proportion, what is the role of this proportion? So through image you can see the proportion of the product, proportion of the part of the garment, proportion of the color of the garment, and proportion of the design. So proportion of the component design, especially design. So 2 or 3 dimensional element defined by the other elements of design. So proportion, the role of proportion, again this proportion decide the harmony, again this proportion decide the rhythms. So proportion is the feeling of unity created when all the part sizes, amounts, or the number relate well with each other. When drawing the human figure, the proportion can refer to the size of the head compared to the rest of the body. So human body, you can see also the proportion of your head, the proportion of your chest, the proportion of your thigh area, proportion of your leg. So accordingly ईश्वर ने हमें जैसा बनाया है, जैसे हम दिखते हैं, so इसमें भी having a certain design. And similarly, just we develop a design, we just using the proportion of the whole the garments on the consumer, on the body of the users. So proportion is a art, and that is a comparative harmonious relationship between two or more elements in the composition with respect to size, color, and quantity. So proportion is usually not even noticed until something is out of proportion. Agar suppose one part is the out of proportion, that will be noticed. That will give a more emphasis on the toward the product. So proportion is a one aspect for just to give a good balance between the different part, different colors, and different scheme of the your designs. When the relative size of the two elements being compared seems wrong or out of balance, it is said to be the out of proportion. So keep the component, keep all the scheme of the fashion within the balance, within the proportion. Otherwise, that will become out of proportion. For example, if a person has a head larger than their entire body, we would say that they were out of proportion. Suppose we're looking at one body and size of the human body is different in different proportions. So we are just feel uncomfort to see the people. A good proportion is often determined by the rule called golden mean, which was developed by the Greek mathematicians. So good proportion, that is called in the golden mean. Here you can see the unity. Another part is the unity, oneness, harmony, gestalt, the condition of the completeness with the use of all visual elements within the format. And it is also called the unity of the design. So here through the product, through the image, you can see the unity of the whole the elements of the design. A good balance between unity and variety must be established to avoid a chaotic or a lifeless designs. Unity is the feeling of the harmony between all the parts of the work apart, and which ultimately create a sense of completeness. Unity is a difficult principle to define. Unity ensures the goal for the overall look. So unity means overall view, overall means appearance, overall means appearance of the garments, and all this unity depends on all the different proportion line and everything, especially proportion and balance. So rhythm. Reoccurrence or repetition of one or more elements within the visual format, and this created a harmony. Rhythm is created when one or more elements of design are used repeatedly to create a feeling of the organized movement. So rhythm creates a mood like music or dancing, and to keep rhythm exciting and active, variety is essential. So here you can image, from the image you can see the rhythms of the product, rhythms of all the motifs design. Here you can see the light to dark. Here just to see, this is the light color and this is the dark color. So just range it from light to dark, and same thin to thick, thin line and thick line. So here you are using in the dress, this dress, female dress, the line, effect of lines. So how we use this rhythm? Suppose you are using the one line of the finer lines, then the thicker lines, and again these are thicker lines. So this can be called this rhythm between the lines. So here you can see also the rhythm between the colors. Here is the dark color, certain different color. This is the light color. Again, this is the light color. So how, here is the good example, this light to dark colors. So rhythm, that is the gradation, means you are using a different grades of the same component in the same garments. So repetition can be the great tool for leading to the eyes across the design, but without the variation, it can quickly become monotonous to look at. So repetition can be great tool for leading the eyes across the design. So repetition, बार बार उसको हम देख रहे हैं. So without the variation, अगर उसमें variation होगा, that this will not give any monotonous effect. So just we are keeping a different variation in the design, different gradation of the repetitions. Here you can see again, this is the line effect, this is the line. Here you see the use of this line direction on the garments. Here you can see also this is a line effect, and here you see the overall means repetition of the repetitions on the product. So Designer, they are selectively select, optimally select the all this effect on the garment with the help of color, with the help of lines, and with the help of other ingredients of the fashions. Contrast. What is the role of contrast? Contrast, that is the automatic principle. Whenever an element is placed within the format, contrast is created in the various elements. Can be emphasized with the contrast in size, shape, color, texture, etc. Offers variety within a visual format. Means in given formats, contrast just given again the range of the either range of the effect of the size or of the shape or the color or of the texture. So contrast means just given a black and white. Black and white is the means just a good example. Black and white. Black is the one color and white is the another color, and both are the contrast in the natures. So easily you can attract the eyes of the people. Easily you can just give an appearance of the product to the users or to the viewers. Direction, the utilizing the movement to create the visual illusion of the displacement, and ultimately the economy and the principle operating on the slim. They're especially important when dealing with the clients where their products or services is more important than the elaboration of the design elements. So this is the economy. Can also be considered precise or simplistic, or it can be considered great designs. So now come on the another part, and that is the part of this negative and positive space. And this is the this is the in our garments we are not using the texture, or the designs not based on the color of the fabrics and texture of the fabrics. So this we should have an idea about this positive and negative space. And positive and negative space is the some knowledge of the some visual arts. How you can, एक पेंटर कैसे अपने canvas को लेता है, canvas पे कैसे they are putting the designs on the canvas, and how the paintings, how the designs looks, and how the design attracted the peoples. And on the basis of the artistic work, these artistic works, especially on the canvas, on the boards, on the जहाँ भी हो. So in the textiles, we are also using the paintings, we are also using the handwork, we are also using the kalamkari work on the fabrics. And cloth-based fabrics, cloth-based paintings are also maybe used for the industries, for the designers. So the basic thing of this visual art is that is the positive and negative space. Positive and negative space are the terms referring to composition in art, graphic design. So everybody knows this graphic design. Now a time also some computer institutions, computer IT institution, they are given a training 1 year, 2 year course on the graphic design for making a poster, making a screen, for making a certain design. So positive space is the subject or area of interest in the artwork, and negative space is the space around the focal point. So suppose you consider a design, and the background is called the negative space, and the product means design, painting, drawing of the painting, that is called the positive space. So negative space is not necessarily white or empty space, but a space that works to support the subject of the painting. So negative space is the background. Negative space is the background of the canvas, and given a support for the painting, given a support for the design, given a support for your drawings. So positive space includes elements in the foreground, while negative space includes the background. So मोटा मोटी अगर कहें तो negative space is the background, and positive space is the elements of the design, means focus of the design. Just you wanted to design something. Suppose you wanted to design a flower on the fabrics. The background of fabric is called the negative space, and the flower is just to painted a design of flower on the fabric, and that flower is called the positive space. The balance of positive and negative space is essential when creating a works of art, logo design, web designs, and also typography. So I've already said what is the role of this positive and negative space for the painting of the fabric, for the designing of the logo, for the designing of the web, like that. So what are the positive and negative space important from the point of view of this visual arts or from the point of this artistic work. So positive and negative spaces in art are essential to the overall appearance of the painting. So whole the painting, appearance of the painting, that depends on the proportion of negative space, color of the negative space, and the color of the design and drawing of the positive space. And these two spaces complement each other and produce a great deal of the balance, especially with the focal point of the artwork. And the space present in this artwork is also one of the elements of the art that is essential to a successful painting or a artwork. So I will just to show how to use this positive and negative space in a design. So this is the rhythm and balance again needed for the positive and negative space. Focus of the art, focus of the design, especially focus of the positive designs, positive space. And this is the dimension in size and everything of the especially the positive space. So here you can see, so just I would like to describe this this positive and negative space and what is the significance of this negative and positive space in the, especially in the designing of the fabrics and designing of the materials, and this material to be used for the garment, to be used for the fashion designing. So I would like to just to introduce this examples. This is first example is Rubens vase. Here you can see the two images. This is the positive, this is the one image, and this is the another image. Here you see the white is the background. What is the background? And another, the black is the background. So the optical illusion by psychologist Ager Rubin shows that not everyone will agree on the subject of an image. In Rubin's vase, people who see the white area as the positive space. White area, this is the example. White area is the positive space, and black area is the negative space. Negative space. So then you will see the vase. This is the basket keeping the flowers. That is called this vase. Suppose you are viewing the white area as a positive space. So this is the positive space. This is your design, and this is the base of the fabrics. Then this is look like a vase, like a bucket, like a flower pot, like a vase. That is also called this vase. So here is the your means flower pot made by the white color, and the color of the fabric is the black. Background of the fabric is the black. And here just opposite case, while people who see the black area as the positive space, this is the positive space. Your design of the flower bucket, flower pot, black color, and white color is the negative space. So here you can see the image of two people. This is the face of two people. This is the face of two people. इसको थोड़ा गौर से देखें. ये आपका ब्लैक कलर क्या है? ब्लैक कलर क्या है? ब्लैक कलर इज द पॉजिटिव स्पेस एंड व्हाइट कलर इज द नेगेटिव स्पेस. So here you can see just to imagine black is the positive space, means the background of the fabric is the white, and color of the bucket, color of the pot is black. So just to see that the face of one people, and this is the face of another people. So only this is the significance of psychological effect of the changing the color of either negative and positive space. So here you are looking the flower pot. Here you are looking the face of the two people. This is the face. This is the nose. This is the nose. This is the mouth, and this is the neck of the people. Again, this is another face of the people. Here you can see the nose. Here you can see the mouth. Here you can see the means neck of the people. Just given an emphasis on this the positive color. Sorry, white color. Suppose you given a more focus on this positive color, you will see the face of the one people, and on the another side you can see the face of the another people. So this is the face, just two people just to stand in opposite to each other. And this is the blank area. This is the background of the fabrics. This is the background of the fabric, and this is the face. And behind the face, again the color of the fabric is black. But in case you are looking the this flower pot. So this is the one example. Another example is sky and water. Here you can see this black and white woodcut print by this MCSR establish a sense of rhythm between the. Here you can see the wooden cut birds, and this is the negative space. White is the negative space. White is the negative space, and black is the positive space. And black just showed this flying birds, black flying birds, and background of this flying birds is white. So this is called negative space, and this is called the positive space. And just to see in this area, you are looking the black bird is flying. But just to come to the down. Now the positive space become the white color, and negative space become the black color. So suppose you focus at the bottom area, down area, you just to find the white fishes are just to moving. So here you are looking at the flying birds. Here are you looking the moving fish. And this is the overall effect of the negative space and positive space of the background. What negative space means what color you use for your drawings, and what color you are given for your background, for your canvas. So these are the way of this how the people or designer, painters, the painting people, fabric painting people, they are using this concept, this psychology for designing a fabrics, and especially given a design on the fabrics with the help of pigment, with the help of this colors. Here you can see also, this is called yin and yang symbols. So this famous symbols for the balance is also an example of Nutan, a Japanese design concept that says the light and dark need each other to achieve the balance. And you cannot have the positive space without the negative space, and vice versa. Negative cannot survive without the positive space, and positive cannot possible with the negative space. कहीं ना कहीं अगर positive space को दिखाना है तो must having a certain negative space, means having a certain different contrast, means background of the designs. So both are vice versa, both are interrelated. Question is how you give the proportion, how you can select the colors. So you can see the in detail in the next examples. Here you can see by this Paul Season demonstrate the positive and negative space and does not have to the black and white. Here they are not using any black color and white color. You are using the color, different colors. So in watercolor painting, in this watercolor painting, color apples, watercolor painting, this is the overall watercolor paintings. So here you can see the colorful apples, colorful apples. Here you can see the bottles. Here you can see the milk pot, jugs, milk pot, bottles. And this is the apples, this is the knife, this is the plate. And this all area around to the objects, including a table and walls. And that is rendered in yellow and allowing the eyes to focus on the subject matter. And other background is having this yellow color. This is the negative space and this is the positive space. And negative space just given a view of this table. So this is the negative space, this yellow color, and this is the positive space. Positive space just reflected your product, your design, your paintings. What you want to draw on your fabrics. Draw your fabrics. So this is the another example of this negative and positive space. So is it clear to all of you? What is the role of this positive and negative space in the design, especially in the paintings, color paintings? And these color paintings are used for the fabrics, and these fabrics are maybe to use for the fashion designing. So now come on the another aspects, and that is the color. So everybody knows this, all the views, all the role of the color, different color. There are primary color, secondary color. So जो भी pattern effect, color effect, and जो भी हम देख रहे हैं, all these are the output of this color. We have a different colors. We are able to produce a different colors by mixing of primary color, then made a secondary color, and mixing of secondary color, then made you a tertiary color, and color cycle, color wheels, color cycles. So anyway, so what are the physics? What are the color schemes? What are the color science? So we are just in this part, we are just going to discuss in detail about the whole the color physics, color science, color schemes. So color is one of the most powerful tools for the visual communication. It can influence our emotion, our mood, and our behavior. That is why it is so important for product designer to select the color carefully, judicially. On the basis of color, we just select all the garments. हम कहते हैं कि ये कलर अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, कोई कहता है कि दिस कलर इज वेरी गुड और अट्रैक्टिव कलर, किसी को कोई अच्छा लग सकता है, किसी को कोई अच्छा नहीं लग सकता है. तो all the depends means color communicated the emotional appeals. Color given an impact on the mood of the individuals, mood of the peoples. Color may also change the behavior. So anyway, so given a temperament, given a change the mood of the people, so now a time color therapy is also used for the treatment of the people. So anyway, significance of color in the fashion designing, especially and also in the textile designing, very, very significant. And as a textile, during the textile graduation BTech course, we also given a detailed study of this whole color scheme, color physics, color science to our students, how they are able to produce a different check effect, different beeps, visual effects, and different texture of the fabrics. And how you can manipulate this warp and depth for creating a different check effect and different line effect in the fabrics. So this is the color theory. Color is an essential part of the human-computer interaction. Color scheme is a term that is the designer used to this designs. So these are the few facts about the color science. Here you can see the color theory. Here you can see this is the primary, red is the primary color. Again, this is the blue is the primary color. अच्छा सिद्धि, हेलो, हाँ मेरा थोड़ा क्लास होगी बेटा, मैं आधे घंटे 11 बजे ज्वाइन करूंगा, ठीक है कि नहीं? थोड़ा एक कोई प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है, जस्ट टू वेट फॉर 11 up to 11, ठीक है कि नहीं? एक सब बच्चों को बोल दो 11. मोनिका मैम का हो गया क्लास तो? अच्छा नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं है, आप थोड़ा सा वेट कर लो, ठीक है? 11 बजे हम ज्वाइन करें, ठीक है? Sorry for the interruption, our viewers. So here you can see the primary color, secondary color, primary color. This is the red, and this is again blue, and this is the this is the yellow. This red and yellow and blue is called this primary color, and this is the secondary color. Violet is the secondary color. In between the red and this blue, that is the violet, that is the secondary color. And similarly, in between the red and yellow, this is the orange color, that is the secondary color. And again, in between the green and yellow, green and blue, this is the green, blue and yellow, this green is the secondary color. And in between this color, this is called intermediate color. In between blue and green, this is called blue green, and this is called the tertiary color. And similarly, in between the yellow and green, this is called the yellow green. And similarly, in between the orange and yellow, this is called, so this is basically the thing says this is the three colors. In between these two color, secondary color, and in between these two color, that is called the tertiary colors. So this is the color theory, concept of color theory. So here you can see again the color wheels. Color wheel is a useful pictorial representation of the spectrum of color and can be used to simplify the understanding of the interaction of the color used in the painting. It can also help with the selection of the palette of the colors, color mixing, and the natural graying of the colors and color perspective. So anyway, so here you can see this is the yellow, and again the primary colors, and between the secondary color, tertiary color, and whole this color is divided in two parts. One is the another left hand side, and another is the right hand side. And this side is called the cool color, and this side is called the warm color. Suppose you needed to just to give a more intensity of color, more loudness of the fashion, then must you select the color from this side. And suppose you want to give some cool view of the fashion product, your fabric product, or view of your aesthetic of the garment, then you must select the color from the right hand side. This is the given a cooler view, and this will provided a warmer view, means warmer view of the fabrics or garments. Anyway, so again, these are the description of all the color schemes regarding this primary and secondary and tertiary colors. This is the complementary color. Again, we are using the just complementary. Means complementary colors are those which are opposite each other on the color wheel. So आप यहाँ देखे होंगे जो opposite है. This is the opposite to each. So red to green, and again this violet to yellow. So on the basis of that, this is the combination of just opposite color of the color wheels. So green is, so this is the description of this all the opposite color. So this is the complementary color, means this will be the more contrasting to each other. So orange is called the complementary of blue, and green is called the complementary of the red, and similarly the violet is called the complementary of yellow. So Sir Isaac Newton established all this color theory, primary, secondary, tertiary. I have already discussed in previous slides. And hue, what is hue? Hue means it appears, how it appears. Hue means a type of color, green, yellow, red. So what hue? So hue means the color, type of the color. Chroma, how pure is it? It is. If it is a shade, means black-headed, means shades. Shades are different shades and different tint. Tinting is called for adding the white, and shading is called when you added a black color in a given color. So black जब डालेंगे तो क्या होगा, color धीमा होते जाएगा. So that is called the chroma. Chroma is going to down, and in other case the chroma is going to change. The white added, that is called tinting, and black added, that is called shades. So that is called the chroma of the color. And lighting, how pale or saturated, means the color is how most powerful. Saturated means dark and having a more intensity. So primary color, again this is the red, blue, and red, yellow, and come on the subtractive colors and additive colors. So subtractive colors are the colors that are used in conjunction with the reflected light. So this is the use especially for the pigment, concept of the pigment, especially for the printing, and in the case of the painting. So in case of the painting, there are two type of color explanation is based on the reflection, and one is based on the absorptions, means emitted light. So subtractive color are colors that are used in conjunction with reflected lights, and in this case the subtractive colors are blue, red, and yellow, and this is called cyan, magenta, and yellow. And here printing and coatings are concerned. These are colors we are probably most familiar with as the primary colors from the schools. From the schools, we just to know about these primary colors. So additive colors are colors that are used in conjunction with the emitted light, and in this case additive primary color are red, green, and blue, and these are the colors we are probably most familiar with, the association with the television and computer display. In RCD, sorry, LCD, and also in the TFT, you will just to find plasma based color any color technology of color television, they are using this additive colors. So this is the subtractive colors. So these are the colors that are associated with the subtraction of the light and used in the pigment for making paint, ink, color fabrics, and general color coatings, and that we see and use every day. So this subtractive concept of this knowledge is very essential, especially for the painting and for the making the colored fabrics. And all printing processes use subtractive colors in the form cyan, that is blue, magenta, red, yellow, and black. And this is not a CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Black is represented by the K. And if all these three subtractive primary colors were combined together, they would produce the black color. So black color is just after mixing all the color, you produce simply, this is the way of producing this black color. So this subtractive, some example where subtractive aspect of this primary color are used in the textile, printing, cloths, paints, furnishing, color coatings. And similarly, additive colors, they are used. They are colors that are obtained by emitted light, and the emitted light means just to emission, like a television, like a TFT, like this LCD televisions. All these are emitted the colors. So additive primary colors are red, green, and blue. And if all three of the additive colors were combined together in form of light, they would produce a white color. And some examples where subtractive color color is used, primary color are used in the television and the theatrical lighting, theater lighting, and the computer monitors. So all this electronic gadget, they are using this additive concept of this color, primary colors, additive concept of based on this primary colors. This is again secondary colors. Secondary colors. Here you can see the tertiary colors, how tertiary colors forms. And again, these are the 6 tertiary colors are combination of primary and secondary. I have already dealt in the previous slides. And there are 6 tertiary colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and red violets. And all are given in this image. An easy way to remember these names is the place of primary name before the other names. So इसको याद करना भी कुछ नहीं है, दोनों का नाम जोड़ दो, that will become the tertiary colors. Use a color scheme and color temperature for the designs. Monochromatic, take one hue and create other elements from different shades and then tint of it, that is called monochromatic. Analogous, use 3 colors located beside one another on the color wheel. This orange, yellow, orange, and yellow to show the sunlight. So complementary color, a split complementary. So all here are the terminology used in color science, color scheme, color physics. Triadic, take 3 colors. Tetraedic, take 4 colors. Square. So this is all about the color physics. How you can develop this, what are the primary color, secondary color, and tertiary color, how the subjective effect of the color, primary color, and additive effect of the primary color. Now come on another aspects of the color physics, that is the psychology, how the emotion is associated with the type of color. What are the impact of the color on the consumers? How you can exploit the emotion of the consumer based on the selection of color by the designer or in your product. So while there are no universally acceptable meanings, here are the some general feelings and that colors evoke for the most peoples. And this whole emotion and this whole communication, color communication to the consumers, not only depends on this fact, this text also depends on the education and other social social upbringing of the consumer, social environmental condition of the consumers. So, but the overall, the emotion and the things related to it, to colors, just I am going to discuss. This is the red, that is the danger. So that's why the railway railway, they are using the red color for just stopping the trains, for giving a no clearance for the movement of the train on the tracks. So that is that show that indicates the some danger, some dangerous things is means at this place. So this is the importance, also expressing for the youngster, teenage, for the love, communicating to the love, to the opposite peoples. Red is also known as a color of energy. This given energy enhances the energy, means energy. Simply looking it at can increase in a person pulse, heart rate, and metabolism. So you can see the effect of this color on the physiology of the human body, person's pulse rate, person heart rate, metabolism, all will enhance it with the looking of this red color by the users, by the peoples. And it is an excellent color for grabbing a visitor attention. So it attracted very effectively to the by the users, by the viewing peoples. So try using it to highlight the most important elements on your page. So energy, orange color showed the energy, optimism, fun. Orange has a positive energetic vibrations, and it is also associated with inexpensive products, making it a good color for the e-commerce stores if you want to highlight the best price. So orange color also having given a good communications, positive communication, positive energetic vibration vibes. And also in our India, we are orange color we are using for our spiritualism. Spiritualism में भी हम देखते हैं कि we normally use this orange color, and orange color is also similar to the rising sun. The color that showed and related with the rising, जब सूरज निकलते हैं सुबह में तो उसका जो कलर होता है, that is anonymous to that is means showed this orange color. And orange color is also having a spiritual values because of this, given a positive energy, given a positive communicating the positive vibrations. So this is the some fact about the this orange colors. So now come on the yellow, and that color showed this happiness, attention, warmth, and this yellow color denotes a shiny dispositions. When combined with the black, it will quickly command attention. So anyway, green color, growth, success, nature. Green is a fantastic for the products that are close to the nature. So that's why nature, the nature, almost the nature represented yourself itself. Nature reflected with the help of green color. Each and every plant, you will just to see the one color, that is the green color. Only the color of the plant, especially leaves and flower that depends on the variety and species of the plants. But on the overall leaves and overall in almost all the season, in almost all the month, the view of the plants, the view of the nature, all remains same, and that is the green. So in hospital, you will also find all the curtains, all the colors maybe possible in the color of the green. And this green color given a growth, given a success, given a healing. So this also called the healing color, and that's why the hospital industry, they are using the green color. And then the blue for the trust, comforts, calmness, and overall blue represent relaxation and comforts. Brands love and the color because it gives the customer in an impression of the inner security. So this is the some text and some communication, some emotion related with the color of blue. Similarly, color of purple given a luxury, communicated to the users as a luxury, creativity, wisdom. Purple is usually linked to the royalty as well as the luxury products. So royalty, suppose you are looking to become show the people as a wealthy peoples, rich peoples. So the people, they prefer to select the color purple for their dresses, for their product, their garment product. So black color, that is the power, sophistication, mystery. Mystery आपको पता है, black color is not considered as a good color in, especially in India. Most brand limit black to text and accents as a primary color. So anyway, black color is not having a different way of expression. Black is just considered for the power and for the mysterious effects and emotion communicated by this black color. But in India, black color is not considered a good color. White. So white color just normally communicated and having an emotion related to peace, cleanness, health, innocence. And white usually makes us think of the health and cleanness. Designer typically choose this color to suggest a product safety, especially for the medical equipment and the high-tech products. So white color is also taken as a good color for the positive. Also, this given a positive vibration and also given a positive energy to the peoples, and also taken as a good color. This white colors. So anyway, color harmony. Harmony can be defined as a pleasing arrangement of the parts, arrangements of the part. So anyway, these are the some harmony. What is the effect of harmony? I have already discussed in the previous slides during the elements of design. So you can see the selection of colors. They tend to produce a single hued or a dominant color experience. Harmony has been the sought in combination other than these two. So this is the some text about this harmony, effect of harmony, influence of harmony on the design and also on the view. Again, this is the some harmony related to colors. A split complementary harmony, triad harmony, analogous harmony. So I will send this PPT to all of you. So you will go in the detail of the text given in the slides. Monochromatic harmonies, achromatic color schemes. So overall, just to come on our last concluding points, conclusions, what are the application of color on the fashion figure, on the fashion product, on the fashion designing, or on the fashion, especially on the fashion designing. So color is one of the first things people notice about the clothing, about your product. Second is the use of the color can create illusions of the figure size on the same way. Means your body size, your shape of the body, your impression of the body to the viewers, that also enhances by enhances by the color. So color should be selected on the basis of complexion, hair, color of the complexion of the hair, complexion of the skin, and also eyes as well as the figure size. So color, not color of the garments based on the human consumer, all these body details like hair and skin and eyes colors, and especially and also the size of the body. Color should complement the complexion. Means with the help of color, your complexion, your skin color maybe also enhances or maybe also subdued. Means overall your complexion, color complexion, skin complexion can be enhanced or can be improved with the selection of the colors. So color is very, very significant from the point of view of design and from the point of view of this satisfaction to the consumers. And fourth point, a complexion that tends to the shallow yellow tones should wear colors that bring out the pink red tones of the skin. A complexion that is florid red blue tones should avoid colors that emphasize the redness of the skin. So this is the extension of the description of the third point. And anyway, the matching of the color to the complexion is very personal matter. This is the individual matter. This is the consumer individual emotions. Old ages like this, wear pink are not always valid. So careful selection of the value and intensity of color. It is placement and the complements used with the color and can allow its use by almost everyone. Color are classified as warm reds, yellows, and orange, or cool blues and greens. Warm color tend to create an illusion of greater size. Cool color tends to create an illusion of reduced size. Brightness and or dullness and the lightness and darkness of the color also affect the illusion created by the garments. Dull and dark colors seem to recede and make the figure appear smaller. So all are the effect of this color on the human body and on your consumers. So you just to read in the PPT, I've already this given to coordinator to just to circulate to all of you. So we will go later on. We will go in the detail of all the text mentioned in the PPT. So I am audible to all of you. Shamridhi?
Yes.
Yes, sir, you are audible. Yes, sir.
So fashion versus clothing. Fashion and clothing may appear to be the same thing, but they are far from it. One of our goal is not only to understand what fashion is, but to challenge your ideas of what fashion design can be done. So this is the task. This is the work. This is the assignment of the fashion designer. So fashion and cloth. To bring more sustainable change, we have to better understand the function of cloth. Fashion and clothing are different concepts and entities. They contribute to human well-being, both functionally and emotionally. So fashion is not just for protection from the weather. Now a time fashion product become a part of emotion and also become a part of your protection, social protection for the modest, for getting the modesty of the society, for getting the protection from the either extreme climate weather. So not a means a garments is having one function for the fashion appeal of the fashion, emotionally communication of the things, and emotionally satisfaction of the individual users. So garment product, apparel product is having two two object. One is the function of the garment, basic function of the garment, and also the emotional satisfaction of the users. Clothing is the material production, fashion is a symbolic production. Fashion is the psychological based communication, satisfaction, and material is given a physiological based satisfaction to the users. So there are two aspects. One is the physiological satisfaction, another is the psychological satisfaction. हम कोई कपड़ा पहनते हैं तो ठीक है, सर्दियों के लिए जैकेट कोट ठीक है, सर्दी का मौसम है, सर्दी से बचाएगा, लेकिन वो देखने में अच्छा लगे, हमें इमोशनली सेटिस्फाई करे, हमें वो अच्छा लगे, इरिटेट ना करे on the color of the product. So that is called the symbolic production. So symbolic means emotional satisfaction, another is the physiological satisfaction. So next is, although their use and looks sometimes coincide, fashion and cloth connect with us in the different ways. So fashion links us to time and space and deals with our emotional needs and reflect us as a social beings, as a individuals. But equally, fashion can be a moment when a teenager crops a pair of jeans and adds a badge to add an old suit shirt and paints their Converse pumps. So these are the new fashion. These are the sense of the requirement of the new upcoming in teenagers. So clothing, in contrast, is concerned chiefly with the physical or functional needs, with sheltering, shielding, and protecting. So all these are the some overall conclusion of this. So these are the just to show this is a fashion and cloth. These are the correlation with the fashion technology, means sense of the fashion, and fashion knowledge, and the product means cloth. Ultimately, how you convert the concept of fashion, how you convert all the mode of this fashion designing into the cloth for giving a more and more satisfaction to your users. So all these are the bullets, all these are the points related to that. So this is the some messages. Thank you. So thank you to everyone for patience hearing my presentation. And have any question from anybody?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello. Just to tell the questions.
Sir, can you just tell me the fashion journalism?
This fashion journalism now become one of the good profession for the intellectual people, highly educated people. You can write an article on the fashion. You can write a upcoming trend of the youngster. You can write a product produced by any brand. Suppose Monte Carlo, as suppose any brand of India, they just hire some fashion journalist and they give a motivation for just to write about my products. So now the consumers, they read all the information through the newspaper, through the channels, through the fashion channels, and they are getting some idea about the product. They are getting some about the new comfort properties of the product, and the basis of these information, they are supposed ready to buy the products. So through the journalism, you can just give a support for the big multinational company, for the big brands, and independent journalism, borrowed journalism. So all these are the means you can opt a career in the journalism, and accordingly NIPT and some good institution, they just offer a course, 1 year 2 year course and on the fashion journalism, and all you will just find a fashion journalist. They are also getting a job in the fashion channels, fashion journals. So fashion journal, they given opportunity for the fashion journalist. So this is a new emerging area of the fashion area in this fashion area. So you can also opt a career in the fashion area, fashion journalism area of the fashion journalism. And now the whole market that depends on the advertisement, that depends on the internet knowledge. They are the consumer. They are getting the information from the net, from the print media, from the electronic media. So these journalists, they are doing their job for all these media houses, either electronic media houses or print media houses or any publication houses. So this is a good area, upcoming area. Suppose you have a good ability to write means writing ability, and you have a good idea about the you can also opt a career in this area. Any more questions?
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Samriddhi, you are on the platforms?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I think there is no question in the chat box also. So here we end this session. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your presentation. It was very interesting. The principle of fashion designing is discussed in very detailed and interesting way. I really enjoyed this class. Hope everyone else has also enjoyed this class. Thank you, sir, for your efforts.
Thank you
very
to
much.
coordinator. So I am thankful to coordinator Dr. Vinay Midha and also Dr. Monica Shika, and also our honorable director Dr. LK Avasthi for giving all support for conducting this FDP in our department. I am also thankful to Ms. Samriddhi for providing all support to me, and thanks to our viewer, all audience, all our students or participants for patience hearing my presentation, and I hope you will must gather a good knowledge by this presentation. And I also submitted this PPT to coordinator for just to communicate given to all of you. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So for rest of the participants, our next session will start at 11:30. So be present. The next session will be presented by Dr. Monica Sikka, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.